I'm going to plant up my purple patch this morning. We've got a mix of cabbage, other brassicas and lettuce in here. We've got red Russian and red rhubarb kale, red bull, Brussels sprouts, purple sprout and broccoli, tyrian and red jewel and red drum. Well, not many red drum cabbages there. And then I've got some pak choys, purple and pink pak choys, scarvita, red Chinese cabbage and welcome saitai. And then I'm going to put some of these freckles and super red ruffles with some of that radish riaka leaf. So this is the bed and this is the plan. I'm going to do 5 rows of interplanted mixed plantings, aiming for a intensive multi-harvest plan. So we'll set up and start planting out. Just put some canes down to give me some idea of my planting spaces. Lettuce planted. That's the red rhubarb and red Russian kale with a interplanting of pak choy. That's the red drum and red jewel cabbage interplanted with some red ruffles lettuce. And that's the red bull, 2 red bull and 3 purple sprout and broccoli tyrian in there. It's very close planting, but like I said, this is an experiment intensive multi-stage cropping. And that's the scarvita Chinese cabbage and western saitai welcome. And I put some pink passion in the sprouts, purple sprout and broccoli. So that's the bed all planted. Let's have a look in here. So on the left hand side here we've got the lettuce, red ruffles and super red. Then over here we've got the red Russian and red rhubarb kale with some purple pak choy in it. Down here we've got the red drum and red jewel cabbage interplanted with red freckles lettuce. And here we've got the purple sprout and broccoli and red bull sprouts interplanted with pink passion, pak choy. And down here we have the scarvita red Chinese cabbage interplanted with saitai. And we'll see what survives. We've had some rain lately, but it's still quite dry underneath, so we're getting some more rain this afternoon, hopefully. I'm going to put some wire over to stop the pigeons and crows and blackbirds and sparrows and whatever. And we'll see what happens then. Let's take a look at the square foot bed, which is not doing too brilliantly. Let's have a look. So top hand corner, top left there, we've got Nero de Toscano. That is, and we put 4 in here. We've got 1 there. Next to it, the dwarf French beans, nothing. Chard, something's coming up, and the meat peas over there. Looking a little bit ravaged. Look at the second row. Parsnip, nothing doing. in fact this is coming out. Next to it we've got the beetroot boner. She's doing okay. Cabbage Pratano in the third square there, and the radish Mantangong, looking a bit flea beetle ridden. Coming down here we have the lily onions, nothing, and in fact we have this, I think it's a devil's crane something or other geranium, one of the geranium family, which we don't want in there. Next to that the cardinal broccoli, again looking a bit attacked, but you know. And the Aramis turnips, yeah, the flea beetles have got that, and the slugs looks like, possibly also the birds. But over on here we've got the onion de Paris, which is doing not bad, and Chimmy de Rapa, that's not Chimmy de Rapa, that is that devil's rainbow thingy, devil's foot rainbow, I don't know. We have one remaining there, and carrots, amazingly enough, early scarlet horn doing okay. And in here we have the kohlrabi, not doing too good, and finally the igloo cauliflower, not doing too good, but hopefully the flea beetles will start dropping off. I'll have to interplant with some things. I've got some of my antho seedlings I can put in here for now, because I've got to put them somewhere, so I'll add them in. So filled in some of the spaces now with the square foot garden. In the top I've put a Red Bull Brussels sprout, sorry, in number 1 and number 2. So top left is 1, number 2. Then I put lettuce around them, so in the left hand side it's super red. And in number 2 on the right there it is freckles. Down the bottom we've got info with purple sprouting broccoli in number 5 and number 7. And in number 5 I've intercropped with some Rioja leaf radish. Down here number 9 we have super red lettuce spaced out a bit, and in the bottom, which is number 10, we have Italico Rosso. So that's some infill, which I kind of expected to be doing this, to be honest, because until the plot matures there's going to be a lot of pest pressure. Less so maybe in the autumn now going forward. Flea beetles, for instance, should die down a bit, hopefully, but we shall see. My plan is basically just to keep filling in, so I should be sowing some more seeds in the coming week, ready to go in. I've got some pak choy up there as well, and some North Holland blood red onion as well, which I forgot about, but that's all the seedlings I've got at the minute. But yeah, let's just keep on planting. Okay, so a quick whiz round on the end of August plot tour. There's the purple patch I planted with the wire on top. This is my most mature of what I call my 4 small beds, which soon will be more than that. You can see the onions, there's pestering brassicas, but alto beetroot and golden beetroot behind it. The beans are coming on okay on there, can't remember what this one is. Yeah, it's coming on. I've put some giant garlic on the east side of that bed there, and these cabbages. You can see the newer leaves are doing okay, better than the other ones anyway, so maybe just tag those up. Job for next week. This is the edible meadow, which isn't do as well as I thought, but then we had that hot weather, so the left-west side didn't do anything. The middle one has done okay, and the east side is spotty, so I need to sort that out next week. This top right-hand corner is just a staging area at the minute. I'm continuing to build this fence with pallets when I get there, and this dumping ground for putting stuff there when I go to the tip. Apple tree. This is a cooking apple. I need to take that out. Water at the minute and a bit of compost, which I need to harvest that compost there. This is a bit neglected at the minute. You can see. Sorry, you can see it's kind of doing its job, but not really. I'm leaving this for seed. And this is a Murasaki cauliflower, which I need to take care of. I haven't got many cauliflowers left. And that needs planting up with maybe some of the red jewel or Scarvita mix. The allium's not doing too good, but the North Holland blood red has come up, so that can go out. And then my remaining pak choi, and there's a couple of Scarvita, or 1, 2, yeah, and welcome Saitai in there. Need to figure out what I'm doing with this, sort this out. This is my tomato, which I've got given from next door, and an attempt at a brassica bed with a mixed cover crop, which didn't come up at all, and that's been badly got, but we'll see what survives. This is my I'm going to pursue this next year as a tomato step over or espalier, and growing along there. We'll see what happens to that. It's a barefoot garden, which I could just keep filling in as the pests do their work, and eventually we'll get something that stabilises. But like I said before, until the plot matures, it's going to be a case of keep on planting. It's weeding in there. What we got here, we got it's either a cucumber or a squash with some leeks. Had beans in there, but they got eaten. You can see this remains down the bottom there was definitely needs weeding. These brassicas probably need to come out and replaced. The bean there is doing okay. The beans up here are coming on. Hopefully we'll get a crop out of those, and the potatoes, I can just see actually a green potato there which needs it. I think that, I don't know if that's too late for that, but we'll do that. Right, lift that up, and we'll see what survives out of these. Calets, I think they are. Sorry, calets, I think they are. My camera work today is awful, I keep switching it off. And beans, this was a attempt at carrot bed earlier in the season. 2 goes and nothing came up, but you can see that there are a couple coming up now. So we've got carrots in here, we've got the 2 types of beans, and I planted some potatoes in here. So we'll see what happens to those. Then we've got the other beans over here with just got some leftover seedlings, lettuce, and purple sprouting broccoli, I think, or red bull. Can't remember what I put in there now. So that's the top bit. So this is like the oldest, well, the bit I've had longest. You can see what I'm doing with these beds here. These beds are raised in ground beds. I'm going to build them up, and I will be taking away the paving and that landscape fabric and having living paths around here. I'm still not sure whether I'm going to keep the pavers down the central path or have a mowed hardware and lawn type of path, which is what I want, because not only is it, I think it looks nice, but it's biomass for the compost. So that's that top bit now, and you can see I've started to get to reclaim this bit, which was my horse manure, compost, so I need to recover what is left in the bottom of there. The plotting area looks like a bomb hit. It is disgraceful. Let's have a look in the greenhouse. So we've had a few harvests of tomatoes so far with Digwell's dozen. I'm doing okay. So I was using this jute twine to hold them up, but I came in the other day and it had rotted away. So I've had to repair it with this orange synthetic twine. That is what it is. So yeah, they're coming to the end. This is Tim's Taste of Paradise, Kenilworth over there, pink brandywine in this one, which has got no fruit on it, which is good. And this one is the what is it? Costaluto Genovese, which is coming okay. And then this one is, let's see, best of all, this is Pink Boar, and that one is Gigantamo, I think. But this one has been prone to a bit of blight, or no, blossom end rot. And I forgot of these tomatoes in here. I don't know what's going to happen to those now. Probably not a lot. See, we've got curly Kaylee, mango wurzel, and some chard. If I give them a water, they might survive. Going forward, I'm going to change this completely and have in-ground beds, and I'm going to use stuff I recovered from my new half of the plot, some tiles and some pavers, to have like a central path up the middle, and more growing area, less of this storage crap. That's what was existing, and then this has got to be cleared. All down here, and extend a kind of patio area or hard area in front of the greenhouse, probably up to about here. Clear all this. Have a pond here. I think maybe using one of those baths, not that one because it's got holes in. And I started clearing down the bottom here. This is where my composting area is going to be. But it's just plastic crap everywhere. Absolutely ridiculous. There's my dead hedge down the bottom, which will build up. That tree needs pruning there. That's a slow. Obviously that needs to be pruned. It's covering up all that bit, but a bit at a time. Clear out all this. You can see over there in the back corner. Yeah, you can see filing cabinets. Ridiculous. And the council won't help me clear it, so I have to do it all myself. Anyway, that's a quick plot tour. Let's walk back up, so a bit more civilization. I'm starting to get into a rhythm of things a bit now. Little and often is the key, I think. So a couple hours weekends, an hour here and there in the week, all soon adds up. But I think just keep on planting, keep on doing things. I'll be weeding up here in the week, do a bit of strimming, keep this top half tidy, maybe do a couple of tip runs, and then for the weekend do one session of clearing down the bottom there. But I do need to harvest this compost in here, and up in that top bin. You can see up here, that bin. Yeah, so that was episode 2 of season 3, and you can see we're getting there. I'm excited to see what happens with this purple patch. I think that's going to look quite nice. It's kind of a more of a structured polyculture. Figure out what I'm going to do with that bed number 2. So bed number 1 is the edible meadow. Bed number 2, I've got giant garlic on the east side, and see what happens with these cabbages. Don't know what I'm going to do with that over winter. This one is set up over winter, so and then I've got more of a square foot garden thing. I'm not really into the raised beds, wooden sides, especially these ones, because the corner bits hard to manage around, or to weed around with a strimmer or a mower. And the that side is going to be more of a chaos planting at the minute. I'm going to move it in, have a path up the side. But yes, that's episode 2, season 3 of Up the Plots. My name's Andy, and I've been up the plots.